Where my body.
This is WVUA 23 News at 5. This is WVUA 23 News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Lindsay Alexander.
And I'm Erica Taylor. Are we still reading? No.
Careful.
Our prompter wasn't moving.
All right, check your mics.
Mine?
Yeah, make sure the green light is on.
Okay.
Yeah. Both of them are on.
And you're on camera 1 to open.
Okay. It says camera 2.
Yeah.
Anytime it's a two-shot, both of you guys are going to be on this camera right
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Just you by yourself, you're on this camera right here.
Thank you.
Okay, let me check your mic because we can't hear you. Let me check your number. Number 2, okay.
I'm on the big
Yes,
screen.
you're good.
Yes, yes. Y'all just switch out, whoever's on the big.
Two shots gonna be here.
Yeah, because it says 2-shot cam 2. So we just were like,
It looks so awkward though with you on the screen. You guys were like this.
yeah, and I saw it. And so I looked over and she was still over there. And I was like, I didn't want to be like.
I just want to make sure I got
This is WVUA 23 News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Lindsay Alexander.
And I'm Erica Taylor. The number of lives taken in lockdown. Of those 59 people have a story in family and friends who loved each of them.
Here's Karen Kafa with the latest from Las Vegas.
More haunting details about the man behind the massacre in Las Vegas. Police found 23 weapons in Stephen Paddock's hotel room. He had at least 19 more weapons and thousands of rounds of ammo at his home. In his car, there were several pounds of ammonium nitrate, a fertilizer that can be used to make bombs. Police still grappling with why. Authorities say there is still no motive. The Mandalay Bay resort where the shooter was staying says it's now providing crisis counselors for any hotel guests or employees affected by Sunday night's massacre. The country music star Jason Aldean, who was performing as the shooter opened fire, is trying to come to terms with the carnage himself. Tweeting today, "This world is becoming the kind of place I am afraid to raise my children in." As for the survivors of the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history, we are hearing more of their heartbreaking stories. Like this one, where a concert bartender describes why she stayed with a shooting victim, Jordan McGildoon, as he died in her arms.
I didn't want him to be there alone. There was another guy that was by us. His wife had been shot and killed, the mother of his 3 kids. And he never left her side. And I didn't want Jordan to not have somebody with him.
Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Karen Kafa.
Candlelight vigils are scheduled this week to continue the healing process for those lost in Sunday's massacre.
We want to take a moment to highlight some of those victims that lost their lives in the tragedy. Stacy Etcheber was the wife of a San Francisco police officer, the mother of 2 attended the Route 91 Harvest Country Music Festival with her husband, Vinny. Vinny told his wife to run while he helped the wounded. 28-year-old Christopher Roble of Colorado Springs. Roble was with his mother celebrating his 28th birthday. Roble was the general manager of a fitness gym and a Navy veteran who served in Afghanistan. Another life was Hannah Allers, the 34-year-old mother of 3 from Vermont, California, was married for 17 years. She was dancing with her husband when she was struck by a fatal bullet. 50-year-old Denise Salmon Burtis of Martinsburg, West Virginia, was also with her husband at the music festival where the mass shooting took place. Her husband wrote on Facebook that his wife died in his arms. The couple had been married for 32 years and they have 2 children. Those are just 4 of the 59 killed Sunday night. City leaders are working with families to coordinate arrangements for counseling, lodging, and funerals.
The Clark County Commission Chair started a GoFundMe to help provide financial and immediate support for those affected by the Las Vegas shooting. The GoFundMe page will go to immediate needs such as providing airline tickets, hotel rooms, and supplies for the victims and their families. Less than 48 hours after the shooting, the GoFundMe page was shared over 216,000 times online and has raised $3.6 million to donate to the GoFundMe page. Go to the link on our Facebook page.
The Las Vegas community is working together to help victims any way they can. In the hours after the shooting, hundreds of local community members lined up for hours to help the victims of the shooting. Concert participants, relatives of the deceased and injured, law enforcement officials, and even individuals who were personally unaffected overwhelmed at least 6 blood donation centers. A representative from the United Blood Services headquarters in South Nevada said that just on Monday, more than 200 pints were donated to their 3 locations in Las Vegas and the surrounding area.
As many flock to donate their blood, Donald Trump has made his way there to pay respects to those affected. Reporter Kayla Hamlet joins us now live in the studio with more on President Trump's visit. Kayla?
Authorities are learning more about the man who fired into a crowd of thousands from a hotel room high above a country music festival. In Stephen Paddock's room at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, police found 23 weapons, including a handgun and multiple rifles and several pounds of ammonium nitrate. While law enforcement authorities continue to look for answers, President Donald Trump weighed in on the massacre as he prepared to visit Puerto Rico Tuesday.
He was a sick man, a demented man, a lot of problems, I guess, and we're looking into him very, very seriously. But We're dealing with a very, very sick individual. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Moments of silence are being held for those victims in the massacre. Lights are being dimmed on the Vegas Strip and across the country. Visuals are being held for those killed and injured in the attack. Live in the studio, I'm Kayla Hamlet reporting.
Thank you, Kayla. Well, the city of Birmingham has a new mayor. Current city school board member Randall Woodfin beat incumbent William Bell in tonight's runoff. Woodfin earned 59% of the vote. That totaled more than 24,000 votes. Bell earned 41% of the votes. His vote total was just over 17,000. William Bell first served as an interim mayor in 1999. He was elected in 2009 and took office in 2010. The new mayor and city council will take office on October 24th.
Nippy outside this morning. What's it looking like for the weekend forecast, Austin?
Yeah, it was a little bit cooler this morning. It's starting to finally feel like fall. We can take a look right back here. You can see it's pretty dry across our viewing area right now, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham. We're not seeing any more showers like we have been the past couple of days. Our dew points are going down also, which means it's a little bit less humid than it has been recently. So 60 in Tuscaloosa, 56 in Birmingham. So that's a lot better than it has been these past few days. Now, our current temperatures right now, 77 in Tuscaloosa, 80 in Birmingham. It's a little bit warmer down south in Montgomery at 89, Auburn 87 degrees, but we have more of those temperatures in your full forecast coming up in weather.
And President Trump paid a visit to Puerto Rico today with officials to view the damages caused by Hurricane Maria. Reporter Na Chemezi joins us now live in the studio with more on that presidential visit. Na?
President Donald Trump went to Puerto Rico today with officials to view the damages caused by Hurricane Maria. Trump met with first responders, the governor of Puerto Rico, and victims affected by the hurricane. He spent a few hours surveying the areas damaged by the storm. The storm in his first visit to the damaged island, the president praised his administration for its disaster relief efforts on the island.
In Texas and in Florida, we get an A+, and I'll tell you what, I think we've done just as good in Puerto Rico, and it's actually a much tougher situation.
The death count is now at 16. Residents hope that the president's visit brings in further donations and assistance to the island. It has been estimated that Hurricane Maria could cost Puerto Rico $45 to $95 billion in damages. In Texas and in Florida, oh no, that's not me. I think I messed up. In Texas and Florida, we get a plus, and I'll tell you what no, that's not me. We've done just as good in Puerto Rico. I'm confused. I don't think that was me. Yeah. John, go. Okay, the death count is now at 16. Residents hope that the president's visit brings in further donations and assistance to the island. I'll just keep on repeating. Maria could cause $45 to $95 billion in damages. Back to you, Lindsay.
Thank you, Nam. Tonight, members of the community presented a growth study based on a 2015 Walker study data. The study was based on a 10-year growth on Tuscaloosa County, Brookwood, Northside, Hillcrest, Holt, and Sipsey Valley High School. According to the study, in 7.5 years, Tuscaloosa County High School will have the most growth with a 46% increase in students. Northport City Councilman Lee Boozer says the Tuscaloosa County School Board's proposal is to build a 5th and 6th grade middle school and put 7th and 8th grade students at the current Riverside Middle School. Parents are concerned because they have been told the reason is because students are maturing at a younger age.
I don't think you can ask a child that's 10 years old in the 5th grade who's being required to color and being graded on the coloring to then be put in a 6th grade that's combined with 800 to 900 other kids. They're not maturity-wise ready for that.
It's still not a middle school in the northern part of the county, on the county high zone where Northport Elementary is now, and that's what the council, I think I can speak for the rest of the council, would like.
At this time, there's no decision on when the council may approve a new school.
Still to come, Tom Petty, a musician known to many as a rock legend, is no more. Find out how fans are honoring his legacy and sharing their memories.
And the month of October is a time to highlight breast cancer research and honor survivors. Find out how you can take advantage of free health screenings that could help save your life.
A sad week for our nation's music fans as we honor the memories of victims this weekend. Music fans are also mourning the loss of rock legend Tom Petty.
Petty passed away at the age of 66 in Los Angeles Monday night. Marcel Peters takes a look at how fans are paying tribute.
On Sunday night, Tom Petty was found unconscious and in cardiac arrest at his Malibu home. He was rushed to UCLA Santa Monica Hospital where he was reportedly placed on life support. He passed away on Monday night. An autopsy was conducted today and no foul play is suspected, according to Los Angeles County Coroner spokesman Ed Winter. Now, fans are paying tribute to the free-fallen singer by placing flowers and tokens of remembrance on his Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
We've been placing flowers on the stars for many years as a way to pay tribute. The fans cannot always go to the funeral, to where the person is buried, so this is their way to pay homage.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers had just finished their 40th anniversary tour in September. For the University of Alabama, I'm Marcel Peters reporting.
Told Rolling Stone magazine he was ready to stop touring to spend more time with his family.
On a lighter note, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Women here in West Alabama will have a chance to get free breast cancer screenings. DCH is encouraging women to get checked for breast cancer. The screenings are for women with little or no insurance and who are the age 40 or older. This takes place on Monday, October 9th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Lewis and Faye Manderson Cancer Center. Another screening will be held for women who primarily speak Spanish on October 16th at the same place and time.
So the night of the event, they'll be able to come in, they'll get registered completely, then they'll get a clinical breast exam by either a physician or nurse practitioner, and then most women will be able to get their mammogram that night or be scheduled.
Reservations can be made by calling 205-343-8493 or by going to www.dchsystem.com.
That's awesome. Native American History Month is coming to life this week at the historic Moundville Archaeological Park. The Moundville Native American Festival starts Wednesday and runs through Sunday. The event celebrates what makes Southeastern Native American culture so unique. Historians, performances, and vendors will be at the event so you can interact and learn about Native American history this week.
It's really cultural preservation because there are many cultural practices that are really being preserved by the practice of being handed down from individual to individual. And so that's what happens right here at our festival.
The event will continue throughout the week. It opens from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. The event will continue throughout this week, and it opens on 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday.
It's early October, and that means the West Alabama State Fair is back in town. The fair is hosted by Cerebral Palsy of West Alabama. It opens at 6 p.m. today and runs through Saturday. This year, prices aren't based on age. They're based on how tall you are. Those 29 inches and under get in for free. Children between 30 and 41 inches, that's about 3.5 feet, are $4 to get in. And anyone taller than 41 inches will pay $7 for a ticket. Event coordinator Kathy Hamby describes just a few of the many events they've got going on this week.
Straight ahead to find out about the latest suspension of a college fraternity and at what university. And if you're looking to buy a new smartphone, Google has a few ideas for you. Those stories and more are coming up.
And we've had a pretty dry day across Alabama today. We got the full weather forecast coming up. I forgot how to lower this green screen. Can you ask how to lower this thing? Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Here goes nothing again, I reckon.
All right. Camera.
Always ready. And it was a pretty dry day across Alabama today. Temperatures have finally started to coming down. You can see there wasn't much cloud coverage around Alabama. It's been pretty dry, but right now the temperature is 79 degrees in Tuscaloosa, 81 in Birmingham. So it's warming up a little bit, and it was a little cooler this morning. But across Tuscaloosa today, you can see there's no clouds across the sky. This is looking over the University of Alabama, 79 degrees with a low of 60 tonight, but it's pretty clear out there right now. The dew point has been going down since we've had the past couple of of days. 60 in Tuscaloosa, 58 in Birmingham. So it's been in the 70s these past few days because of the hurricane, so we're thankful that that's going down. It's a lot less humid than it has been. Tomorrow's forecast in the morning, 7 a.m., it'll be 61 degrees. Moving into noon, 79, and then 3 o'clock, it'll be about 83 degrees. So we're seeing more sunshine, less clouds, less rain the past next few days. And then most importantly, the forecast for the Alabama game this Saturday. Kickoff is at 6:15. We're expecting about 82 degrees at kickoff. Moving into halftime, it's going to get a little cooler, 78 degrees, and then by the end of the game, it'll be about 74 degrees. So it'll be nice and cool for that game this weekend. We haven't seen a lot of clouds. It's been really dry. You can see that it's just been nothing across Alabama today. Temperatures moving up since yesterday and last night too. Tonight's forecast, 58 degrees. Going to be a little bit cooler, clear skies, and then tomorrow we're expecting a high of about 87 degrees. So it's going to be mostly sunny, pretty warm tomorrow. And then looking at our future cast, Friday, 83 degrees, that's tomorrow, and then moving into the weekend, it's still going to be pretty warm into the upper 80s. In the next week, beginning of next week, we're seeing a few showers, pop-up showers, about 20% here and there. Still in the upper 80s, and then moving into the end of the week, it's supposed to cap out at about the mid-70s. Back to you guys.
Hazing charges are an issue again on campus for Penn State University.
Fraternity Delta Tau Delta is under investigation for an 18-year-old student being hospitalized with excessive alcohol consumption. The Penn State Greek organizations are under restrictions from an incident that resulted in the death of student Tim Piazza earlier this year. The university is still investigating this incident that could tighten social restrictions on both sororities and fraternities.
Former Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio criminal case has been dismissed. A federal judge pardoned with President Donald Trump Wednesday to dismiss the court case with prejudice. Arpaio was convicted July 2011 for halting traffic patrols that targeted undocumented immigrants. Trump tweeted saying he is pleased with the pardon, and Arpaio kept Arizona safe.
And for all of you technology people, Google has released a new flagship smartphone and earbuds. Team Android has adopted a new operating system and designed the new Pixel 2 and 2 XL smartphones. The features range from water-resistant gadgets, rear camera, and other features Android houses. The Pixel earbuds are wireless and can translate 40 languages via Google. The phone can be pre-ordered on October 4th and will be released in stores on October 14th. The Alabama Crimson Tide got down to business inside Bryant-Denny this weekend. Find out how Coach Saban feels about his process is working.
And one of Alabama's seniors is smiling after his big game performance this weekend. Found out the reaction after his first touchdown.
I definitely didn't say a full sentence there. I know. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go that way.
Yeah, that's what I was like, oh crap, I forgot. But no, like.
And then you were like.
Yeah, like, no. So I was trying to move this around for this, but I should have just left it where it was. Crap.
This is all sports.
You don't do anything else with weather right now, do you?
Hey, we'll ad-lib with you. Leah will ad-lib to you, so don't worry.
Where are we putting? There? You going up
She
there?
said no. Well, I'm gonna say like for that thing, I'll just be like some serious smack talking or something, and then I'll like read it, and then you're like, yeah, that's like something.
Yeah, she wrote, that's a great way to toss shade after a game. Just send a smiley face emoji, right?
it's on.
All right, there you go.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three, 1, 2, 3.
For public speaking.
Stand by. Stand by, guys. Almost done. Stand by. We're going to the open.
Welcome into sports. I'm Leah Doolin. A blowout game. Alabama and Ole Miss have consistently had competition against each other the past few years. This year was a little different. Alabama beat Ole Miss 66-3. Reporter Jenna Murphy breaks down the Tide's victory. Jenna?
Coach Nick Saban was very impressed by how well the team played this weekend. Saban really emphasized how this team is trying to improve day by day. This was Alabama's first conference game, and it was a complete blowout. Alabama's offense had 248 passing yards and 365 rushing yards, with a total of 613 yards. Quarterback Jalen Hurts had a stellar performance, passing for 197 yards with 2 touchdowns. Hurts also ran for 101 yards with 1 rushing touchdown. The defense was unstoppable, forcing two turnovers and only 88 rushing yards. This was the highest scoring performance that the Crimson Tide has had in 11 years under Nick Saban. The Alabama Crimson Tide moves to 5-0 as they continue on the road this weekend to College Station, where they will face the Texas A&M Aggies. Kickoff is at 6:15 in Kyle Field. Back to you, Leah.
Ronnie Clark, a redshirt junior, scored his first career touchdown after 2 torn Achilles that put his career on hold. Ronnie Clark, a former 4-star recruit from Kaler High School, got his first touchdown late in the 4th quarter after tearing his Achilles tendon as a freshman. In 2014, Clark tore his right Achilles during the final 2016 spring practice. It's been a long time coming for Clark. Saban spoke about the excitement of Clark's first touchdown.
Here's a guy that has done everything that anyone could ever ask as a teammate and contributed to the team in whatever way he could, regardless of how much accolade that may have brought him. And I think every player on the team respects that and understands that, and I think every coach, including myself, respects that and understands that. So when a guy has an opportunity to score a touchdown, I think a lot of people were very, very excited for him.
The Alabama Crimson Tide will face the Texas A&M Aggies this weekend. Coach Nick Saban believes this will be the Tide's most challenging opponent of the season. The Aggies are currently 4-1, while the Tide is still undefeated. The Tide also is playing some of their best football. Alabama has been dominating, scoring 125 points in their last 2 games. The Aggies have improved since their devastating loss to UCLA in their season opener. They are currently 2-0 against their conference teams. This showdown has been very exciting in the past, and it's expected to be a great game. NFL Chiefs still undefeated. The 2017 team. The Chiefs beat the Redskins Monday night 29-20. The Chiefs claim the 9-point victory in front of 74,000 people at Arrowhead Stadium. Veteran quarterback Alex Smith and receiver Albert Wilson stood when Alex Smith broke away from the pressure, passing to Wilson, who took off for a 37-yard gain. Chris Conley caught a 10-yard pass and set up rookie kicker Harrison Butker. Butker just signed this week to replace injured kicker Cario Santos. The hero of the game was Justin Houston when he scooped up a fumble for a 13-yard touchdown return. Former Alabama head coach Gene Stallings suffered from a serious heart attack Friday night. He was transferred to Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas. Stallings was the Crimson Tide's head coach from 1990 to 1996. He is expected to make a recovery and be in attendance for Alabama's Texas A&M game this Saturday.
In Greensville, North Carolina, veteran and restaurant owner Byram Anderson took to the Tiebreakers Facebook page. He wrote, "Anyone who comes out to the restaurant Sunday and stands with their hand over their hearts during the national anthem would receive free appetizers." Many customers took the same stance as Anderson.
I did not intend that post to create so much controversy, turmoil throughout this community, and for that, I apologize for that.
Anderson said he is not trying to exclude anyone and welcomes those who don't want to stand during their anthem as well. Troy University beat LSU 24-21. Troy University then sent out this post on Twitter saying, "Hey LSU, thanks for having us down for homecoming. We really enjoyed it," and added a smiley emoji at the end. Back to you, Lindsay and Erica.
Wow, what a way to throw some serious shade, am I right?
True, very. A great way. And I don't know about you, but it's almost dinner time. Find out what you may want to consider having on the table tonight to celebrate a fun food.
Am I right?
Everyone needs to go to the desk. Okay.
Am I right?
That was cute.
Am I right? Hey.
Hey.
Wait, this is a different chair. I feel like that would look weird. Leah, let me get your chair.
Many will be celebrating with soft or hard tacos.
Can we move this block right here?
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I just don't.
Why am I so high?
And then
Just
Erica,
kinda
you can
scoot.
scoot a little bit closer.
Ugh.
Oh, crap in here.
Is this how it's supposed to look? Ask somebody. Ask them.
So I'm gonna do. It's gonna be two, which is gonna be Erica and Lindsay. Then she's gonna tell me to zoom out and get all four of you.
So does this look right?
Sides more.
So sit on the sides.
For them two, yeah.
Okay.
That way, when I zoom out from camera one, it'll be this right here.
Yeah, because that was a little weird. Man, I'm so cheesy.
Stand by.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Tomorrow is National Taco Day.
Many will be celebrating with hard and soft tacos made with a tortilla or corn or tortilla of corn or wheat and wrapped around a variety of fillings. According to a website dedicated to the day, Americans ate over 4.5 billion tacos last year. Be sure to check your favorite taco eateries. Taco Casa and many Tuscaloosa taco dives could be offering discounts to help you celebrate. I'm sure Erica and I will try to celebrate sometime tomorrow.
We will.
I will definitely be there.
It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes,
tomorrow,
right.
Hard or soft?
Shrimp tacos, my favorite.
Shrimp.
I love.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, I could go for some shrimp.
Yeah, and it's going to be a nice day going into the weekend. Be really sunny, pretty warm. You can see 87 degrees this Saturday, so it'll be real nice for the Alabama game starting this weekend. Starting at 6:15 is the kickoff on Saturday.
Sounds awesome. And that's our report for tonight. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check out our latest headlines on WVUA23.com. Have a great night.
That was way better.